Hello and welcome to BW TV. Today we are here at 8th edition of IHA BW Hoteliers Indian Hospitality Summit and Awards. Thank you so much for joining in. Since yesterday, we have been listening to a lot of industry leaders from across the segments of hospitality industry. Talking to you, I want to stress upon operational excellence. And I understand that very extensively that there are many verticals to focus on. They cannot be one size fits all. What is your one sector to focus on, you passionately work to, and what are some of the areas that you are currently working on?
So you're absolutely right. Operational excellence has many approaches, many heads. There's a lot to do. There's not one size which fits all. My personal passion is making sure hospitality is safe and secure for the future by building skill. As an industry, we expect India's hospitality and tourism industry to go multifold. We say this is India's decade. We talk about India shining. We talk about our hospitality industry going across our borders of different states, really spreading its wings. But what really would make the difference is the people. So for me, I think skill development, India is also a place where people are looking for employment. We are a wonderful industry to work in. We actually provide opportunity to all. We train, we hone skills, and we actually help people grow. Success stories of people who started as bellboys or people who worked as washing dishes. Today, general managers are not rare. And those are the stories which should empower so many more to join our industry. So personally, I'm very excited about skill development. I hope we can entice many more people to join our industry. Like I shared earlier, it's an industry which has lots to give. It's also an industry which can make and break careers. So it's about shaping many more futures together.
Such a convincing pitch for new employees to be excited to join you. And I can clearly sense that you're a people person. You are really into grooming and skilling people. Beyond that, can you stress a little more on tech coming in? Because we talk about eliminating redundancy, enhancing the skill sets of workforce. How are you looking at the intervention of technology in the hospitality sector, and how are you working with that?
So technology has many support systems to give us in hospitality, right? From making sure guest data is secure to making sure data which I need to do my job is available on my hand or my handheld phone. It's also about using the data to leverage our models to grow in the future. So when I talk about skill development, also it's about skilling through apps, teaching people the nuances of service through classroom sessions online. It doesn't need to be physical presence. And last but not the least, it will also something which will help us tremendously look at what our sustainable initiatives are by making sure that we are looking at what's happening in our hotels, how are we using what we have bought, what is our wastage level, what is our energy consumption, what is our plastic outflow, etc., and challenging us to make sure the world is as good, as beautiful as where we found it.
Before I finally put my final question to you, one question. Where do you see a scope of improvement across the sector from a broader lens, broader perspective? What would you say? Where is the scope for a next phase of growth, or you would like to see growth in a much more faster speed?
So I think the scope for improvement remains in the tier 2 and tier 3 cities. These are small cities of India where today there is business out there. These are cities which have beautiful natural resources which are worth traveling. In fact, when you look at India, there are a lot of unexplored parts right in the heart of India, northwest India. Jammu and Kashmir today is getting a lot of footfalls. Our states have so much to offer. So there is huge scope for improvement. There's a lot of investment needed, but it's also about getting the right people over there, getting the brands excited about these new destinations and believing in the potential of India for the future.
Going to the point you made about tier 2, tier 3 cities, we've heard industry leaders stressing a lot more on inbound tourism and more about domestic tourism. I see a bright future there. Just my final question. BW Hotelier as a community will be completing a decade in coming January. How do you see a role of a community in bringing all the stakeholders together, talk about the relevant topics, to do discussions, to find out solutions? How do you see its role?
So congratulations firstly to BW Hotelier. You've actually set a very high benchmark, a great platform for the industry to network, to connect and to build knowledge of the industry. So I think the role only becomes more important as India grows. As we want to connect the whole country together, it will be a great platform if BW can put news, views, suggestions, ideas, new thought processes and actually get thought leadership to the front with the publication.
Thank you so much. I must thank you for making time for this. It was really, really interesting chatting with you. Thank you.